Hello and welcome to Euro Football Daily, where today we're scouting some of the world's less appreciated leagues to turn up 10 stars putting in dominant performances outside the limelight. We start with a familiar face in Brazil. 10. Hulk. The Brazilian league is a strange one. Dominated by youngsters just breaking through and veterans seeing out their twilight years, 13 of the 16 players to bag more than 10 goals in the division last season were either under 24 or over 30. So perhaps it's not surprising that heading the charts currently is 35-year-old Hulk, who has netted 14 and assisted 7 since joining Atlético Mineiro in January. The move marked the end of 17 years away from his homeland for the attacker, and it seems set to be a glorious return, with Atletico topped by 8 points with 5 games left of the campaign. Hulk has been key, having a hand in 40% of his team's goals, and despite his advanced years, he remains a physical powerhouse, taking over 3 shots, producing 1.7 chances and completing 2.4 dribbles per 90, as well as a goal or assist every 125 minutes. As a result, Atletico have lost only 8 of 68 matches, and were unlucky to go out of the Copa Libertadores semis on away goals, having gone unbeaten through the competition. With 6 titles in 3 different countries, Hulk's experience will be key to ending Atletico's 50-year wait to be crowned Brazilian champions, alongside strike partner Diego Costa. It could be his greatest ever achievement. 9. Vágner Love. Making his name in the noughties playing for CSKA Moscow, Vágner Love was known as much for his unique look as he was for finding the back of the net. The striker has played in his native Brazil, Russia, China, France and Turkey throughout the course of his career, scoring over 300 goals in almost 700 senior appearances, alongside 20 caps for the Seleção between 2004 and 2007. Now 37, it looked like Love was set to end his career back home when he signed for Brazilian giants Corinthians in 2019, but a year later and he was on the move again, signing for Kazakhstan's side FC Kairat. And it's been far from one last paycheck for the Playboy, scoring 7 and setting up 7 more in 13 appearances as he helped lead the side to a first league title in 16 years. In total, Love has contributed 43 goals in 54 appearances, including 7 in Europe for the Almaty team, including a decider against Maccabi Haifa in this season's Champions League qualifiers, and 3 more as Kairat would ultimately qualify for the inaugural Europa Conference League, the first time they've ever made a group stage in continental competition. 8. Chicharito. It had been a difficult few years for Javier Hernandez following his switch to West Ham in 2017. After just 17 goals in 2 years, the Mexican then spent an equally troubled 6 months with Sevilla, scoring only once before deciding to make the move to America. In switching to LA Galaxy, Chicharito would become the highest paid player in the MLS, earning $6 million a year for the duration of his deal. Frankly, it looked like a waste of money during the 2020 campaign, with just 2 goals in 12 appearances for the Galaxy. Hopes weren't high heading into this season, but 90 minutes in and the 33-year-old had already equalled his tally from last year, and he already had 7 goals to his name after 5 games. Chicharito, who is Mexico's top international goalscorer, would finish the 2021 season with 17 goals in 20 starts, at an average of 1 every 93 minutes. His best total since 2015-16 with Bayer Leverkusen. Unfortunately, his side missed out on the MLS playoffs by finishing 8th in their conference, and with their star man having missed 12 games to injury, things could and should have been so much different. 7. Steven Taylor. A Newcastle United icon, Steven Taylor struggled to find a permanent home following his departure from St James's Park, where he made over 250 appearances in 13 years. This might have been due to his injury record, which limited the centre-back to just 4 campaigns with more than 20 league appearances for the Magpies, but many clubs felt his experience and leadership skills were invaluable assets. The former England youth international had unsuccessful stints with Portland Timbers and Ipswich Town, and after a year with Peterborough moved to New Zealand to sign for A-League side Wellington Phoenix. It was here that he'd find his second home, becoming a regular for the side instantly and earning himself the captaincy soon after. He reluctantly left the Knicks during the pandemic, only to return when the club was struggling near the bottom of the league. His reappearance helped stimulate an 11-game unbeaten run which almost saw them qualify for the playoffs unexpectedly. But unfortunately for Wellington, Taylor retired in September, citing the pandemic and quarantine as unsustainable for him. But despite this, he is adamant that he can play another couple of years. If the situation changes, there's no doubt the club would welcome him back. 6. Roque Santa Cruz. When it comes to South American legends still in the game, there are a few bigger than Roque Santa Cruz. The Paraguayan got his big break as a 17-year-old back in 1999 when he left Club Olympia for European giants Bayern Munich. However, after never finding a regular spot nor getting into double figures for goals in a single season, he left for Blackburn Rovers in 2007. Santa Cruz would score 19 in his first campaign in the Premier League, but struggled after that, failing to hit double figures during spells with Man City, Real Betis, Malaga and Cruz Azul. With his European career drawing to a close, he returned to Olympia and now 40 years old has finally refound his form. Rejoining them in 2016, Paraguay's record goalscorer found the net 63 times between 2018 and 2020, winning multiple league titles and would even win Paraguayan Footballer of the Year in 2018, 19 years after he won it for the first time in 1999. It's been a sensational homecoming for Santa Cruz, and there's no sign of him slowing down quite yet. 5. Paulinho. A flop after his €20 million switch to Tottenham in 2013, and also doubted after his €40 million move to Barcelona in 2017, Paulinho has made a career of defying his doubters. Now 33, the Brazilian may currently be without a club, but he's played for 9 teams in 7 different countries across his career, winning 5 domestic titles, both the South American and Asian Champions Leagues, and earning over 50 caps for his country. More than Seleção legends like Carlos Alberto and Garrincha. Though he's been off the field since leaving Al Ahly back in September, Paulinho has been involved in 68 goals in 85 games since 2018, hitting double figures in 3 consecutive seasons with Chinese outfit Guangzhou Evergrande and being named the Super League's MVP in 2019 after scoring 19, more than Yannick Carrasco, Alex Teixeira and former Chelsea star Oscar, suggesting he still has something to offer. Currently rated as the 3rd most valuable free agent in the world by Transfermarkt at around €5 million, there's enough time and talent left for Paulinho to add to his remarkable trophy cabinet. The only question is where. 4. André-Pierre Gignac. A starter for the French national team as recently as 2016, André-Pierre Gignac moved to Mexican side Tigre the previous year, having spent 9 seasons in Ligue 1 with Lorient, Toulouse and Marseille, racking up 300 top-flight appearances and winning the Coupe de la Ligue twice. But while he once made the Team of the Year, he was never a truly exceptional striker in his homeland, only twice bagging over 20 goals in a season. But that all changed in San Nicolas. While Tigre had only won a single title in the 33 years before Gignac's arrival, they have lifted 4 since, as well as the CONCACAF Champions League, while Gignac himself has won the Golden Boot twice and was named the best player in the Liga MX in 2016. He's netted over 20 in 4 of his 6 full campaigns, and now has over 250 appearances and more than 150 goals for the side. More than twice his previous goals record and shaking out to a contribution every 126 minutes. Now 35, Gignac needs under 40 more strikes to become one of the top scorers in the history of Mexico. On this form, you wouldn't bet against it. 3. Éver Banega. Éver Banega's career is one of narrow misses. Though the Argentinian won the Copa Libertadores with Boca Juniors as a 19-year-old, he arrived at Valencia after their fall from the summit of La Liga, went on loan to Atletico Madrid in the side's fallow period before Simeone signed, and after losing 2 Copa America finals with his country, dropped from the national setup in 2018, only to see the Albiceleste finally win the trophy this summer. But at least the 33-year-old can console himself with his incredible goal record at Saudi club Al Shabab, who picked him up on a free in 2020. Alongside former Sunderland midfielder Alfred Ndiaye and ex-Oxford and Man United hitman Odion Ighalo, Banega helped push the club from 7th to 2nd in the 2020-21 season, producing his best scoring season ever with 7 league goals, and overall in 38 games for the White Lion has either netted or assisted 25, twice earning the Player of the Month award. Of course, it's hardly glamorous, especially as Banega almost joined Arsenal in 2018 to link up with former boss Unai Emery. But with wages equivalent to £140,000 a week, we're sure the 3-time Europa League champion can see the positives. 2. Marouane Fellaini. If you are a Chinese side looking to sign a star for publicity, Marouane Fellaini might not be the first name on your shopping list. But that didn't stop Shandong Luneng acquiring the Belgian back in 2019, paying €7 million for the privilege. A good outcome for Man United, making back a quarter of the fee they paid and offloading the 31-year-old's reported wages of nearly €200,000 a week. Fellaini somehow played 177 times for the Red Devils, more than Dwight Yorke and just 3 shy of Cantona's tally, and he's already at 73 games in China, a testament to the 6'4" midfielder's physical resilience. Again featuring in the hybrid CM second striker role he pioneered at Everton, Fellaini has scored 30 and created a further 5 for Shandong. helping break a 5-year trophy drought in the 2020 FA Cup, and in 2021 he's kicked his personal performances up a notch, getting on the score sheet every 94 minutes. Now retired from international football, the 34-year-old has devoted his efforts to making the last years of his club career as strong as possible. It seems to be working. 1. Santi Cazorla. When Santi Cazorla was sidelined with injury in the autumn of 2016, it looked like his career was over. Then at Arsenal, the brilliant midfielder had suffered repeated knee problems, and now his ankle was the issue, requiring 8 surgeries and a skin graft after infection ate away at a tendon. So it was a pleasant shock when the veteran returned not just to the field but to his former greatness after switching back to Villarreal, delivering 34 goal involvements in 59 starts for the Yellow Submarine over 2 years. Given Cazorla's injuries, age and 5'6" stature, it's testament to his technical ability that he remains a difference maker, and at 36, he's still tearing it up in the Qatari Stars League. Linking up with former teammate Xavi at Al Sadd in 2020, Cazorla immediately became the engine of the side, since playing 44 games, winning a domestic treble and in the process scoring 23 and assisting 17, a record which works out to a goal involvement every 93 minutes. If he can match those numbers this season playing alongside former Swansea attacker André-Pierre Gignac, the Spaniard will become one of the club's top 10 scorers of all time, and a legend at a third side. How many players can say that? So those were 10 players crushing it in easy leagues, but can you name any more? Let us know in the comments below, and who knows, we could do a part 2. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like, and why not check out the latest Continental Club, where we discuss Xavi's first week in charge at Barcelona. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.